Have you ever stopped to think that the 8 hours of sleep you've been chasing your whole life, the ones you've been told are the golden ticket to health and vitality, might actually be dragging you down once you hit 70? What if that long, cozy snooze you've relied on to recharge is quietly sapping your strength, scrambling your brain, or even shaving years off your life? It's a jarring thought, isn't it? For decades, we've been conditioned to believe more sleep equals better living. But as we age, the game changes, and the truth might just wake you up. In this video, we're pulling back the covers on how much seniors really need to sleep. And trust me, it's not what you've been sold all along. We're talking fading energy, hidden health traps, and a shocking shift in what rest means after 70. Stick with us to the end, because we're unpacking 5 mind-blowing facts that could rewrite how you or your loved ones approach bedtime. Plus, you'll get the one expert-approved trick to stay sharp and energized without tossing and turning in a risky sleep marathon. You won't believe how easy it is, and missing it could mean missing out on a healthier, more vibrant life. Before we dive in, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video. It helps me keep sharing these golden age lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss a single video. Now, let's jump in. 1. Too much sleep could shorten your life. Here's the shocker that'll jolt you awake. Imagine this as the alarm clock you never saw coming. Sleeping too much after 70 might actually cut your life short, snipping away years you thought were safe in the bank. This isn't some wild guess pulled out of thin air. It's cold, hard science, stamped with credibility from the National Institute on Aging and a jaw-dropping, massive study published in The Lancet. Picture researchers hunched over data, tracking thousands of seniors, combing through their sleep logs like detectives on a case, only to uncover a chilling, unmistakable pattern that turns everything you've believed upside down. Those who religiously clocked 8 or 9 hours a night, those long, indulgent stretches under the covers, were up to 30% more likely to die sooner than the folks who kept it tighter, sticking to a lean 6 or 7 hours. That's right, 30%, a number so stark it's like a neon sign flashing a warning you can't ignore. So, why does this happen? It's not just random bad luck. Overlong sleep throws your body's rhythm into chaos, like a band playing out of tune. It spikes inflammation, those silent flames that creep through your system, wearing you down bit by bit. It gums up blood vessels, clogging them like rust in old pipes, making every heartbeat a little harder than it should be. And here's the kicker, it even nudges dementia along faster, fogging up the brain you've worked so hard to keep sharp. After 70, your system, worn by time, wiser but frailer, doesn't need or even handle those marathon slumbers anymore. It's not built for it. Plain and simple. Think of it like overfilling a gas tank on a beat-up old car. You don't get a smoother ride. It doesn't run better. It just leaks, wasting fuel and gunking up the works. The data's stark, unyielding, and in your face. Less sleep might not just feel better, lifting that groggy haze you've shrugged off as normal. It could literally keep you around longer, adding days, weeks, maybe years to your tally. Who knew your pillow, that soft, innocent thing you've trusted night after night, could be a silent threat, a sneaky saboteur hiding in plain sight? It's a wake-up call, literally, that demands you rethink what's on your bedside clock. 2. Too much sleep fogs senior minds. Aging flips the script on sleep like a plot twist you didn't see coming. And once you roll past 70, your brain isn't begging for those 8-hour hauls anymore. It's practically waving them off. Harvard Medical School's research lays it out plain as day. Oversleeping. Think 9 hours sprawled out, chasing that elusive perfect rest, doesn't sharpen you up like a freshly honed blade. It clouds your head, turning your mind into a murky swamp. As the years stack up, those aging neural connections start moving at a slower pace, like a train chugging through molasses. And melatonin, that sleepy time hormone your body pumps out, takes a dip, leaving you with less natural juice to power those long slumbers. So, when you push for those marathon sleeps, it's not clarity you're swimming toward. It's grogginess, a heavy, syrupy daze that drags you down instead of lifting you up. They've got a name for it: sleep inertia. For seniors, it's not just a quick yawn and stretch moment. It's a mental fog that lingers like an unwanted guest, overstaying its welcome all day long. Picture this: forgetting names of folks you've known for decades, fumbling for keys you swear you just had, or missing the plot of your favorite show because your brain's stuck in neutral. That's the toll of too much shut-eye. And it's not just an annoyance. It's a red flag. Studies, those deep dives into brain science, tie excessive sleep to faster cognitive decline, a slow unraveling of the sharpness you fought to hold onto. Meanwhile, trimming it back to 6 or 7 hours keeps the brain humming along, buzzing like a well-tuned engine, ready to tackle crosswords or swap stories with the grandkids. Those daily 8-hour habits might feel righteous, like you're earning a gold star for good health, but they could be dimming the very spark seniors need to shine, snuffing out the wit that lights up a room. It's a sneaky trade-off. You think you're banking rest, but you're cashing out clarity instead. Less shut-eye might just mean more wit, a chance to keep your mind quick and lively when it matters most. Who'd have thought that pulling back the covers could uncover a brighter you? 3. Falls spike with oversleeping. For seniors, the bedroom's not just a cozy retreat. It's a danger zone, a place where shadows hide risks you'd never suspect, and piling on too much sleep cranks that peril up to 11. The National Council on Aging doesn't mince words when it flags falls as a top killer past 65. A grim reaper in slippers that strikes hard and often. 1 in 3 seniors tumbles every single year, racking up a brutal tally of broken bones, frantic trips, and lives turned upside down. Cross the 70 mark, and it gets dicey. Muscles soften into something less reliable, like dough left out too long, and reflexes fade, sluggish as a dial-up connection in a high-speed world. Now, throw 8+ hours in bed into the mix, and you're practically rolling out the red carpet for trouble. Those long sleeps don't just cradle you. They numb circulation, turning your legs into wobbly stilts begging to betray you the second you swing them over the edge. Ever stumbled after a big nap? That woozy moment where the floor feels like it's playing tricks? That's your body groaning under the weight of too much downtime. For seniors, it's not just a clumsy shuffle. It's a fall waiting to happen. A trap set tight as a tripwire. Picture it, rolling off the mattress in a groggy haze, or staggering to the bathroom in the dead of night, feet unsure, hands grasping at air. Age-related balance woes, those creaky joints and dizzy spells, pile on, making every step a gamble. The science backs it up. Seniors who cap it at 6 hours report fewer spills, fewer moments where the ground rushes up to meet them uninvited. Less time flat on your back keeps you steadier, keeps the blood flowing instead of pooling, keeps your legs ready to carry you instead of buckling like a cheap chair. It's a no-brainer when you think about it. Dirt on the sheets, a little mussed-up bedding, beats a fractured hip any day of the week. One's a quick wash, the other's a life-changer. A painful detour to walkers or worse. Who'd trade a little grime for a hospital gown? Less sleep might just be the secret to staying upright, keeping the bedroom a sanctuary, not a battlefield. 4. Experts say 6 hours is plenty. Prepare for a wake-up call that flips the sleep rulebook right on its head. Like someone yanking the covers off your old ideas about rest. Top experts from the Sleep Research Society and the Mayo Clinic are stepping up to the mic to declare, loud and clear, that 6 hours is plenty for seniors. Not a minute more than you need. Once you hit 70, your sleep doesn't play by the same rules you grew up with. It shifts, morphs into something new, with less of those deep, dream-heavy phases that used to knock you out cold, and more of the light, fluttery stuff that keeps you closer to the surface. Forcing 8 hours down your system's throat? That's fighting the flow, like trying to jam a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't fit anymore. These pros aren't guessing. They're pointing to cold, hard evidence that rewrites the game. Here's the deal. It's not about racking up hours logged like some badge of honor. It's about quality packed into every second of shut-eye. A tight 6-hour stretch does the heavy lifting your aging body craves. It detoxes your brain, flushing out the gunk that builds up from a day of thinking, repairs muscles that ache from the wear of years, and lifts your mood so you're not trudging through life like a grump. Studies, those deep dives into sleep labs and senior lives, show 6-hour sleepers stay sharper and happier than the 8-hour holdouts. The ones clinging to that old-school playbook. They're not fuzzy-headed or dragging their feet, they're alert, cracking jokes, keeping up with the grandkids. The old 8-hour myth? It's outdated, a dusty relic from a time when you were sprinting through your 30s, not strolling through your 70s. Less sleep, done right, syncs with your aging wiring. Those circuits that hum a different tune now. Not the high-octane buzz of your younger self. It's not about skimping or cheating yourself. It's a rethink that trades snooze time for sharp time, handing you back the clarity and zip you thought you'd lost. Who'd have guessed the experts would tell you to ditch the extra Z's for a brighter day? It's a shift that puts you back in the driver's seat of your own rest. 5. Rest isn't just sleep. Here's the game changer. The lightbulb moment that'll flip how you see your downtime. Rest doesn't mean 8 hours flat on your back, staring at the ceiling of dreamland. And for seniors, that's a breakthrough worth shouting from the rooftops. Forget the idea that only deep sleep, those heavy, sink into the mattress marathons, recharges your batteries. That's yesterday's news. Modern hacks, the kind of clever tricks you wish you'd known sooner, prove you can refresh smarter, lighter, and with way less hassle. Imagine this: a 20-minute nap, just long enough to close your eyes and drift without diving too deep. A quiet sit in your favorite chair, sipping tea while the world slows down, or a gentle stretch, easing out the kinks without breaking a sweat. These little resets hit the spot without dragging along the baggage of long slumbers. No groggy wake-ups that leave you stumbling like a zombie. No midnight bathroom trips that turn into a high-stakes obstacle course. Pair that with a crisp 6-hour night. None of that 8-hour overkill. And you're golden, coasting through your day with a spring in your step. Sleep medicine studies back this up, peering into the lives of seniors who mix short rests like pros. And guess what? They feel as spry as the 8-hour sleepers, but without the fog clouding their heads or the aches nagging their bones. It's like they've cracked the code to feeling alive again, sidestepping the downsides of overdoing it in bed. This is perfect for creaky joints that groan at the thought of too much stillness, or wobbly legs that don't need hours of numbness to throw them off. No bed marathons needed, no grueling endurance test of lying there, waiting for rest to kick in. Rest becomes flexible, not fixed, a tailor-made rhythm that bends to what your body's telling you. It's less about clocking time like some rigid sleep accountant, more about feeling alive, buzzing with just enough energy to enjoy the day. If you're still here and vibing with this, drop a number 2 in the comments. Let me know you're riding this wave with me. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button and bell. Your support fuels more content like this, keeping the good stuff coming. Let's wrap it up and put these revelations to work. For seniors over 70, that 8-hour sleep rule you've lived by forever might be sneaking up behind you, unraveling your days like a thief in the night. The proof smacks you in the face. Too much sleep could steal your years, fuzz up your head, and send you tumbling, right to the floor, while 6 hours flips on the lights for crisp mornings, solid footing, and a steady groove. Your older body's not begging for an all-night slog. It shines with less, and big shots from Harvard to Mayo are nodding along. Picture this: waking up bright-eyed, not bleary, stepping out steady, not wobbly, living full-on, not just sprawled out. It's not cheating sleep, it's matching what your body craves now. Talk to your doc to fine-tune it. Your health, your routine, it all counts. Who'd guess less snoozing could stretch your life? It's a sly twist on old habits. Swapping doze for dazzle. Less sleep, less trouble, more you. That's the hidden gem worth jumping up for. Well, there you have it, the jaw-dropping scoop on how much seniors should sleep after 70. And why less might just be your ace in the hole. We've tackled the heavy hitters, how oversleeping might rob your time, muddle your mind, and boost falls, to how experts cheer 6 hours and rest gets a fresh spin. It's a lot to chew on. So, what's one thing that sparked a light bulb for you? Maybe it's cutting the night short, sneaking a quick nap, or rethinking rest as you roll through the years. Drop it in the comments. I'm dying to know what's clicking. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one.